Hi, I'm Dennis. I've been a live online teacher for over a decade, and I just want to share with you kind of my experience in moving from an in-person to a live online classroom. I'll tell you right now, my biggest worry when I first switched over was wondering how I was going to give students the individual attention they deserved. How was I going to help them with their specific needs when I'm not actually in front of them? There are three things that really changed the game for me in terms of how I approach class. The first is polls. Such a great way to kind of get a beat on a class, to get their thoughts without necessarily having to call on each student or even have them raise their hand in a public way. I can really just ask them to hit a button and I can get a sense of how students are feeling on any given issue. Second would be private chat. On that same line of thought, there are a lot of students who are uncomfortable, asking their question publicly or even admitting they might need help. And so having private chat as a game changer, just really being able to connect with the student, maybe while the rest of the class does an exercise, has allowed me to really hone in on an individual student's needs. And then lastly, something we do is we work and support a classroom as a team of teachers. And so that really lets us split the duties necessary. I might be teaching the class over a lesson, and then I might have a teacher who's also in that same digital classroom, maybe not at the same location, but they're reaching out to students on an individual level to make sure they're staying along and getting the help they need. Put all that together, and from the student perspective, what we hear constantly is that students are really delighted and surprised by how much they feel like they matter and how much they feel like an individual, even in a classroom where they may be miles away from their teacher.